Hello everyone, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So today I have another worth it or worthless for you guys. This is where I share my haul updates or any other product that I have not shared with you guys in a specific review, in a favorites video, or in a roundup somehow, somewhere. So this is where I keep all my products. I test them out, anything that I either purchased myself or has been gifted to me or sent to me through PR, if that is ever a thing for me. So I have quite a few things here in my box that I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm going to get right into it because I typically take a while to describe things and I don't want this video to be super long. All right, so I'm going to start out with these right here. These are the Ulta Glitter Cream Eyeshadows. I had purchased these back during the holiday season, and I have tested out every single shade that I own. This is the actual whole collection. They have 6 shades in these. I believe these are under $10 a piece, and I purchased these where you would buy one, get 2 free, something of that nature, where you would buy 2, get 1 free. I think it was something like that. So I ended up purchasing all of these because they look like the Stila Glitter and Glow, so I wanted to see if these were dupes. So obviously they come in 6 shades, and so far I've checked, they've only still have these 6 shades. You get your typical silver, gold, bronzy shade, and then you get some that are fun where it's a pink, purple duochrome kind, and then like a peachy shade. So you get your everyday shades in this, and then you get your fun shades. So you get 3 and 3. These, I would say, is a in between of a Stila Glitter and Glow and the Pixie Fairy Lights. The Pixie Fairy Lights are very sheer in their formula and their color payoff, but they do have a nice glisten on their eyes. The Stila ones are very opaque in their base color as well as their glitter. I would say these are a happy medium in between both of those. Some of the shades have more of a base color payoff than others, but you're still getting that beautiful glitter all over the lid, and some with color payoff, obviously more than others. Here I go dropping them. So I've tried every single one of these on my eyes in different occasions, in different ways, in different shadows on as bases or just not bases at all. And I gotta tell you, I did not use a glitter glue with any of these to try these out, and every single one performed beautifully. I did not get any glitter fallout all over my face at all. And I wore these for a decent amount of time, between 6 to 8 hours a piece. I tried these spreading them with my finger, spreading them with a flat concealer brush, or spreading them with the actual doe foot applicator. The doe foot applicator is kind of like a hook in a way. It like divots down, so you can apply these on the lid, and I feel like that is the best way to apply these, is apply these directly with the paddle, because you don't get a lot of product. It's just like a little seat for it, a little like puddle. You see how it just settles right in there? It's like a little hole, perfect enough for you to get just enough all over the lid. I have found that if I would place it and use my finger to spread, it was a lot harder for me to spread it, and it kind of looked crepey. So the best way was to actually use the applicator that it comes with. It spread beautifully with that, and it lasted all day. I love these very, very much. What I would say is I would obviously pick and choose the ones you have. If you have the Stila Glitter Glows or the Pixie ones, you don't need all these. I would say pick and choose. My favorites out of these, honestly, my all-time favorite is this one to the max. This is like that peachy gold type. You could probably see it there. It is beautiful. I love this one, especially for the summertime. This is my top favorite. The next one I would say is this one called Totally. It looks pinky purple, but when you put it on the lid, it takes the effect of whatever you have as a base. It's so beautiful. I love this one. I honestly didn't think that this was going to be one of my top favorites, and I loved it. And then the other one that I have that I liked is called Psych. This is a pink with a purpley blue shift to it when you put it on your lid. It's very, very beautiful. And then these 3 are your typical silver, silver here, gold, and then bronze. So if you like a typical shade, these are your 3. I think these are worth it. I really do. I like these. I didn't have high hopes for these, but I genuinely love these. I can see myself getting great use out of these, and they have like a chunky packaging of it that I feel like they're not going to get lost in my collection. So yes, those are definitely worth it, and they're very inexpensive. So if you wanted a similar formula to the Stila ones and the Pixie, you want something in between and you don't want to spend as much as they are, these are actually the cheapest ones I've found so far that are actually that good. Now we have this. This was gifted to me by my friend Drea. This is the MAC It's Everything. This is the Mariah collection. It's Everything. So here is what the actual shadows look like in here. I like these. Since she has gifted me, I have inherited a lot more MAC eyeshadows that I had anticipated from somebody else. They just decided to get rid of most of their stuff. So I actually inherited a lot more MAC eyeshadows, but this is one of the first ones that I have tried. And I did not realize how pigmented these were. And the other thing I didn't realize is that this actually doesn't bring any mattes. It looks like some of these are mattes, but they're more of a satin. I still got away with being able to use them in my crease, but you could tell that it was a lot more sheeny on my eyes. I really like this. This over a cream base or packed on with your finger, it looks so pretty. It's chunky, but if you have something that it's going to adhere to it, it really looked beautiful. I put it over a cream base and it looks stunning. These did not fade on me. I like this. I know some of you have mentioned to me you don't like the MAC formula, but if the MAC formula is anything like this, I kind of like it. I like it. So I am happy to get use out of this. It's neutral, but I can, you know, mix and match with it. And this shade right here doesn't look as gray as it does in the pan. I was actually very surprised at how much I really like that one too. So I like it. Thank you so much, Drea. This is beautiful. I'm definitely going to get use out of that one. Sticking with Drea, she also sent me this for Christmas. This was the Pure Sparkle and Shine Bright, the limited edition Sweet 16 Travel Highlighting Palette from Pure. So this one, it's a great formula. It's not a formula that is super soft where it's thick, but it's not very powdery either. It's like right in between. It's a beautiful shade, like a formula. I really, really like this formula. The best part about this is I can use every shade and none of them are too dark or too light for me, which surprised me because normally when you see palettes like this, you're always like, I'll probably get use out of one or two, but maybe not the third. This one I got use out of all three of them and they are beautiful. Like I said, it's not a thick formula, so it's a beautiful formula on the face and it blends out really nice. Lasted the whole entire day and did not fade on me, and I had minimal it showed minimal amount of texture. It still showed a little bit of texture, but nothing like any other ones that are thicker or other ones that I've come across. I genuinely like this. I really am surprised by this one, honestly. I liked it. I don't think it's the best of the best, but it definitely surprised me and I genuinely like that. Now here's another highlighter I want to talk to you guys about. This is the Wet n Wild Earth one. I had reviewed and shared with you guys Aries or Air. I think it was Air. I must have wrote Aries. That was the pinky one. So this is the gold one, obviously. Same thing goes with this one as the pinky one that I reviewed in my last Worth It or Worthless. I think it is beautiful. You will see glitter if you don't buff it out, and you will show texture on your skin. The only downside with this one, and it lasted all day, so that's perfect, but the only downside with this specific one is that this is way too dark for me now. You could see the gold on my cheeks. I can only use this when I have a tan, so if you are medium to deep, I think this will be great. If you're fair to light, use a very, very light hand, because I used a light hand and I still saw that gold at the end of the day, still showed that pure gold. It didn't look like a natural glow within or a natural highlight. So that's the one thing. I'm going to only be able to use this in the summer. But other than that, if you do not like texture, if you do not like some sort of glittery sheen, stay away from these. Get the other formula that Wet n Wild has, because you're not going to like this one. If you buff it in, you get most of the texture look away. You're still going to get some, but it's going to be not as potent as if you just pack it on your cheeks. And again, if you're fair to light, steer away from this one unless you have a very light hand. All right, so let's do another eyeshadow. This is a gift from Lisa. This was gifted to me, I think, in my birthday last year. I think that's when she got me this. This is the Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow. This is in the color Stars and Stories. This is a beautiful shade. My goodness. I wish they carried more shades that I would be more interested in. I've only seen them online, and yet again, when you see things online, the shadow or the color isn't the exact. So I don't know if I'm going to have to see it in person, but this color was beautiful. This is like a purple pewter type of color. It's like it has a gray to it, but it still has purple to it, or a bit of mauve, I should say, like a mauvey gray. It's beautiful on the lids. It's like that glisten type. It doesn't show glitter, but it's not just metallic. It has like this metallic-y glisten to it. It's so beautiful. It's a mixture of a sparkle and metallic, like a cream shadow. I don't want to say that it has glitter because it doesn't have glitter, but it looks like you have glitter on your eyes because it has that glisten to it. It's so beautiful. I love this. It didn't crease on me. It lasted all day. I did not have to worry about it. And for it being essence, that is saying a lot for my oily lids that everything creases on. So I would highly recommend this one as well. That's definitely worth the price and more. All right, so we have two more things, and these are lip products. The first one was from Drea. This was a gift from her. This is a Beauty Bakery liquid, what are they called? Lip Whip. This is in the color of Versailles. This is a beautiful shade. I actually wore this on camera, I believe, and I love the doe foot of it. It's like the perfect paddle where I can line my lips and not have to worry about using a lip liner if I didn't want to. The color is beautiful. I will say that this is more of a drier formula, so if you have dry lips, I would probably steer away from this one because you're probably going to get raisin lips. What I typically do with all my liquid lipsticks, I top it off with a actual lipstick, either lighter of it to do some sort of dimension, or one that is exactly the same color as my liquid lips, so it's a little bit more comfortable and it lasts longer, and when it fades beautiful. I like these. I probably wouldn't get any more just because I don't use liquid lipsticks as often anymore. But if you do like liquid lipsticks and you don't mind the drying effect of it, I would say that this is nice. For me personally, I'm on the fence about it because it's a liquid lipstick. I have enough already. I think I'm just over the dryness of how it feels, that I probably wouldn't purchase any more for that reason. I would go with a lipstick instead, but I think that it's a really good one. I don't think it's the best liquid lipstick because it's still drying, and I have other liquid lipsticks that don't dry as bad as this one, but it's not the worst. So take it for what it is. This is more of like a personal thing when it comes to these type of products because some people have more drying of lips than others. I can tolerate cement on my lips and I'm perfectly fine. So this isn't that bad, but I still felt the drying of it throughout the day. Last but not least is an Anastasia liquid lipstick. I have never shared an Anastasia liquid lipstick with you guys. This is one of the few. I think I only own 3 and they're recent. And this was a gift from my friend Lisa. This is the color Catnip. I remember using this on camera, sharing it with you guys, and I wore it again throughout the day. Let me tell you, this is a beautiful shade. I personally would have never purchased this type of color for myself, but it actually didn't look bad on me. I liked it, and the formula on these, it's okay. I can see why a lot of people say that it gives you like that butthole lip on your lips because you can see the difference between both of them. It's not like a gradual thing. This one doesn't do it as much because it's more of a natural lip color on me. So I can see how this one, I can get away with it. It is a more drier formula. Again, I can top it off with a lipstick and I'm perfectly fine, but it did last all day. None of these cracked on me, none of these like flaked off. So for that reason, I do like them. Personal preference, I would prefer a lipstick nowadays, a bullet lipstick, but I can still use these with a bullet lipstick to make these work better. So again, I think this is more of a personal preference, whether it's worth it or worthless for you. All right, you guys, so that is it for my worth it or worthless. For the most part, I would recommend and say most of these are worth it. Some of these are more of like a skin tone preference. Others are more of a lip preference, whether you have drier lips or not. And then, you know, take it for what it is. I think all these products work beautifully. There's really nothing wrong with them to say that they're absolutely worthless and you shouldn't. It's just what it is that you're looking for, and if it's something that's going to work in your collection and work with what you are searching for in a new product. So I will obviously list and link all these down in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys most likely in another video tomorrow. And don't forget that a smile is the best makeup a girl can wear. Bye guys.